Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we are back on Megomaniac's account and we are going to do a ton of summons. We have a lot of heroes that we're looking for, including Tassi and Namora, Lucius, Oden, Torn, Anoki, Skarath, Warwick, and we are going to be stargazing for Mezoth. So this is actually the first time that I've ever stargazed for Mezoth. As you can see, we don't have any copies of him. So we're trying to get him up to elite so at least we can unlock his item. Focusing on Lucius to get him up a little bit higher, as well as Anoki, Skarath, Warwick, and Titus. For the Maulers, the Wilders, we are going for Tassi and Leica. So if we get more copies of Tassi and Leica, we should be able to go ahead and build them. For the Graveborn, we're looking for Oden and Torn are the two that we're going to be looking for. So let's go ahead and we will use our stones first. So as you can see, we have 19 total elite hero stones. So hopefully we can get Mezoth out of here. So using them all together, we got a copy of Cecilia. We are definitely looking for Cecilia. Main focus on the light bearer for this account is Cecilia. We did get Saurus as well. Look at that right off the bat. Very, very cool. Two heroes that we're looking for. Let's see who else we got. So we got Cecilia and Kauthar, we got Saurus, Nara, we got Titus, we were looking for him, copies of Pharrell, which are always good. Odin and Torn we're looking for, which we didn't get copies of those, but we got a Taylene and we got a copy of the twins. Even though we did not get Mezoth, we got double copies of Titus, double Pharrell's, twins, and Taylene, plus Cecilia and Saurus. Wow. That is a very, very good start to this. Now we did get a copy of Leica, and I believe that is the last copy of Leica that we need. So we can go ahead and swap her out at this point. So we'll go ahead to the temple. We got Namora. Again, we got a copy of Leica there. We got a lot of heroes. We got twins, we got Titus, we got Skarath. We got a lot of heroes that we were looking for, like I had said. Look at that. Twins, Skarath we were looking for. Leica we were looking for. Titus we were looking for. So very, very cool to see, as well as some more fodder. So here, Leica, we do, I believe, have enough copies. We have a lot of copies of Namora. I don't think he has them built at all. So we do have one copy there to get him to Legendary, one more copy to get them to Legendary Plus, but we do need a lot of food on this account, even getting up Leica a little bit higher. We still do need some more copies of Leica to get her up. I believe 2 more copies of Leica. One copy of Tassi and last copy of Leica. Okay, so Tassi we're definitely looking. We need this one up, so we have one there. So let's go ahead and we will get into the first Stargazer, which we're looking for Mezoth. We have 20 scrolls here. We are focusing all of our scrolls and all of our diamonds till we get Mezoth up. So hopefully we'll have a lot of summons after that. If we can go ahead and pull a couple copies of Mezoth pretty early would be ideal, but he is the primary target and I have never stargazed for him. So I'm hoping this is going to be really, really good luck. So starting on our very first pull, not much there. Second pull here, we got a copy of, there he is. Second pull, we got a copy of Mezoth. Very, very cool. His Devour ability is just absolutely amazing. Which we got, there is our copy of Mezoth. So that's one copy down. So we do need a lot more copies. 109,000 gems. So we'll go ahead and start using our diamonds. Pull number 3, nothing there. Equipment exceeded, which we did get a Graveborn card there, so that's kind of ideal. 99,000 diamonds left. Nothing on that one. Come on, we need 1 or 2 copies of him right here. Another copy there. Mauler Elite card. Another Mauler Elite card. So Mezoth is not looking very good right now. Usually this is where we get 1 or 2 copies of him. There's our second copy. That takes him to Elite Plus. So we do need 4 more copies of Mezoth to take him to Mythic, which is our goal. Stargazing for Mezoth, love design, want to play him. So we use our diamonds in the chest and we'll use the soul stone. So all diamonds for Mezoth is what I've been instructed to do. So we'll continue the Stargazer pulls here. Hopefully we can get back-to-back pulls of him. Got 2 copies so far. So we do have Meta Elite Plus. And he is very, very powerful. Even at Elite, I was using him in Chapter 28. 69,000 diamonds left. Which another Graveborn there. Come on, we need to get a couple more copies of him. Only seen 2 out of the Stargazers so far. Which, look at that, a double Elite card again. But hopefully this is going to be the pull. It is a copy of Mezoth. There's another one. So that's 3 copies. Still got 49,000 diamonds left. So if we pull 1 more copy, we can get him to Legendary and then 2 more. So we still need 3 more copies. 49,000, 3 more copies. We need to get lucky here with some back-to-back Mezoth. 44 more. But look at the amount. That's an awesome, awesome pull when you get the Jor's Blade fragments times 15. Very, very cool pull there. Even though we didn't get Mezoth. And another Wilder card. Getting a little nervous with the pulls here. Got some more rare cards. No more copies of Mezoth. We need a couple more. At least 3 more would be ideal. Which again, nothing. And this is the give and take of the Stargazer. The Stargazer does take a significant investment, as you can see. Not getting too lucky with the pulls tonight. We've already pulled 3 copies of Mezoth with 100,000 gems, which is about average. Again, not even getting the 24 hours there. I'm hoping we can pull our 30,000 diamonds. And at least 1 more, which there's another copy. That's 4 copies of Mezoth. Which you figure for a hero that is a hypogen, and the rarity of the hero, we've gotten 4 copies, which will take him to Legendary at this point. We have 2 more pulls here. And I'm hoping we can pull 1 or 2 more. Look, another one. Back-to-back Mezoth. So that is 5 copies total that we pulled of him. We need 1 more. We need 1 more copy of him, and we would be able to get him up in the final pull here. Let's see if we can do back-to-back Mezoth. It is, oh, a Wilder card. All right, so we almost got to build him. We're a little bit short on the gem. So let's go ahead and look at him. And there is our 5 copies of Mezoth. Just needed 1 more, which would have been absolutely phenomenal to get. That way we can go ahead and level him up. And there he is at Legendary. Could have gotten him to Legendary Plus with just 1 more copy if we could have pulled it. So continuing to save diamonds on here to build Mezoth. But at Legendary, he is an absolute monster when it comes to the campaign. So I cannot wait to see him in action. Like I said, I've never built him. I have never used him. So definitely would like to see him. So let's go ahead and get into our regular summons. We have 270 scrolls, 1,400 companion points, and 175 faction scrolls. So an absolute insane amount. So let's see who else we're building here, though. So we're looking for a couple copies of Lucius, which we got Scrag. So I think we're pretty good with who we're building here. So we got Mezoth, we want Solus and Saurus, which we're going to use the faction cards as well as Iran. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll get into our summons here. Hopefully we can pull a copy of Mezoth, which would be ideal, which look at that. Companion Elite right off the bat. It is Warwick. We need a couple more copies of Warwick as we continue to build him, but getting him out of companion points is very, very exciting. Anytime I pull an Elite in here is really just a bonus, because there are cards that are very, very rare, and with the rates being a little bit lower, anytime that you pull, and look, another Elite there, which it is a copy of Warwick, another copy of Warwick. Right after this, we're going to go ahead and we'll open up all of our cards. That way we can see what heroes we got and what heroes we are looking to build at this point. Still super excited. We got that many copies, 5 copies of Mezoth, which is pretty good on 100,000 gems, plus our 20 regular scrolls. So we got a couple more pulls here and another elite. That's 3 elites from the companion points, which it is a copy of Rose. Very nice. Not a hero that we're focusing on, but Rose is definitely a power, especially when you combine her with your primary DPS is the big one. So we got a couple more summons here and another elite. I believe that is 4 elite cards here, which is a copy of Sophia. She is a mauler that is by far probably the best mauler, short of Scrath, who is really strong. She is very powerful. And back-to-back companion summons, a copy of Thorin. Again, Odin and Torn are the 2 we're looking for. Also copies of Thorin to help in the campaign. So definitely good to get a copy of Thorin out of here. Got 2 more summons. Hopefully we can pull at least 1 more elite. But here we do have, look at that, a copy of Thorin. Thorin and Torn, I'm getting confused. Warwick and then Rose, as well as a lot of rare cards. So a lot more fodder that we can get up there, as well as a lot more fodder cards. All right, so let's do our 2 more summons here, and then we'll go ahead and we'll open all of our cards, see who we can get up a little bit higher. Still looking for a copy of Tassie at this point, is who we would love to see. And look at that, the final one, another elite card, which is Leica. Very nice. So I believe Leica, we do need 1 more copy of at this point. So let's go ahead and look at our cards here, which we know the bags are full. There's a ton of bags in there, but I think the cards, we are maxed out on a lot of stuff here. So Graveworn, we'll go ahead and use our cards. Shamira and Isolde. So nobody we are looking for there. Maulers, hopefully we'll get a little bit more luck, which there is an Oki. Very nice. I've started using him on my Mauler account, even though he's a little bit lower in level. Very, very solid. And we got a copy of K-Sauce there. Wilders, we get a copy of Almas, which a little bit disappointed with Almas at this point, just because of where we have him progressed to. All right, so we have 270 regular scrolls that we can continue to build. Still looking for Saurus, still looking for Solus, looking for Almas. Even though he doesn't do too great, that's what we are looking for on this account. So let's go ahead and get into the regular summons at this point. So I'm hoping we can get lucky with some back-to-back elite pulls, some doubles, some triples, and there's a double right there. Very nice. Copy of Torn. Very nice. Another hero that we're looking to build on this account. So we got a copy of Torn, and we got Leica. So I believe that is our last copy of Leica. We're going to go back and look really quick. One of my biggest fears doing viewer summons is messing up a viewer's account, which I absolutely do not want to do. So if you're interested, furryhippogaming@gmail.com, go ahead and send me some information. Let me know specifically what you're looking for, because the more specific that you are, the better. Because here he's focusing on Wilders on this account, wants to build Tassie and wants to build Leica. So let's go ahead and look at Leica. We have enough food in our bags, so we can actually just get Leica up a little bit higher. So we'll have to use some of our food here. And like I said, we do have a lot of food in the bag. We have a lot of scrolls in the bag, and we still have a ton of summons coming. So go ahead and use a little bit of food here just to get Leica up to Legendary Plus. Now, once we get a little bit more food, we do have 2 copies, so she'll go to Ascended. Tassie, we need 1 to get her to Ascended. Still building Saurus and a couple other heroes. So we are good on Leica. So we have enough copies. So with that being said, we're going to swap Leica out, and we are going to drop in Namora or Lorzan. We'll go with Lorzan. If we get another copy of Tassie, we'll swap her in as well. All right, so 250 summons left. As we continue here, a little bit more blue fodder, which is exactly what we need, especially with the Wilders. Wilders, we need more to get Tassie and Leica up. Here we have another elite, which is a copy of Cecilia. Cecilia is the hero we're looking to build on the Lightbearer account. That is our second copy. We already pulled one copy of her and unlocked her. So a couple more rares there. And I'm hoping there's another elite. Want it to be Mezoth. It is the twins. Another copy. That's double copies of the twin. Tailene, 5 Mezoths. Wow. Anytime that you get a Celestial or Hypogean in here is very, very amazing. And look at that, back-to-back elites, which it is Lorzen. We just dropped him into the wish list so we can start building him for the Wilders. Very, very cool. We do need Tassie though. Still waiting, fingers crossed, for a copy of Tassie. And a couple others. There's another elite right there. There's a copy of Tassie. There it is. All right. So there we go. So we got another copy of Tassie. So we'll actually go ahead and build her really quick. Look at that. So we have Cecilia and Lorzen going up a little bit more. And the reason that I'm building her is because we want to take her out of the wish list. So we're going to actually take her to Ascended, which is perfect. So now she is done. We are focused on pulling out Tassie at this point, and Tassie is going to be swapped for Namora. So we're going to swap Namora in here. So make sure we have Almus, which we do. We have Solus, we have Saurus, we have Lorzen. All right, so the Wilder team is set because we're doing 175 summons for the Wilders. So when we swap it over, we are going to do Wilder summons, is essentially what we want to do. So she is out of the wish list. So let's continue with the summons here. And another elite, we are getting lucky with the elite cards tonight. It is Cecilia again. That is triple copies of Cecilia already. Very, very nice. We need at least one more copy of Cecilia. That way we can get her to Legendary Plus, even get her food so we can get her up to Mythic Plus, essentially. 130 scrolls left. And look at that, another elite there. Copy of Lucius. Lucius is another one that we're going to have to look at really quick, just because we don't want to build too many copies. And there's another copy of him. I believe at this point we just need a little bit of food for him, as well as we have one copy there. So we are still a full copy short. And we do have food there, which is nice. But we are still a full copy short of him. Okay. Like I said, my biggest fear with the viewer summons is messing up the account or not building exactly who you want. So I want to make sure that we're not getting more copies of heroes that we need. So not too many elites on those pulls, or too many rares. There's another elite, which is a copy of Titus. Titus is another one that we are building. 100 scrolls left at this point. And then we do have the 175 faction ones. And look at that, back-to-back elites. There's a copy of Warwick, another copy. And I believe we do need 4 copies. We need 4 copies of Warwick. We do need one more at this point. And there it is, back-to-back elites. A copy of Falks. Just looking for Lucius and Cecilia are the 2 main focuses. A couple more rare cards there. And still, fingers crossed for Mezoth. 6 rare cards there, which is always good. Look at that, a lot more fodder. We got more copies of Titus, another copy of Falks, as well as more food with Ogi and Sylvana. A couple more elites and a lot more food. So when we go ahead and build this account, we're going to have a lot of heroes that we can use, which is going to be absolutely phenomenal. And another elite right there. There's a copy of Falks, another copy of Falks. Falks is a hero that provides absolutely phenomenal CC, as well as his signature item to remove debuffs, especially when it comes to Brutus's shield. He is the priority to remove that shield. And another elite, which we have 20 scrolls left here, is a copy of Rose, another copy of Rose. Still hoping we get that Mezoth. It is really, really who I'm looking for. So we're going to be able to get a couple stones here. So not any elites on the last pull. We do have 2 cards on the table. Red chest right there, which is nice. We'll go ahead and check out the tavern. Buy up our stones. Like I said, fingers crossed we can get a copy of Mezoth at this point. It is Thane and Grez. Thane is always kind of on the fence. Some people say he's really good, some people not. Grez is a good hero, but he does have to scale, meaning that he has to survive at least usually the first 30 seconds of battle, or he's going to die really easy. So now we're going to get into our summons specifically for the Wilders. So this one we're going to switch to our Wilders. So we're looking for Solus, and we're looking for Saurus, and we're looking for Iran. So the Wilder team at this point is already set, which we know with our wish list for who we're looking for. So we'll continue to summon on the Wilders. Hopefully we can pull Saurus and Solus are the main two that we're looking for, as well as Tassie and Leica we already have, which is good, but Saurus, Solus, Almus, Namora, and Lorzen. So the wish list is good as we get into our green cards here. An elite right off the bat. Hopefully it is Saurus, which it is. Lorzen. We've pulled a couple copies of Lorzen at this point, which is good. Look at that. Back-to-back elites. Is a copy of Almus. The big tree. A couple more rare cards. And this is going to give us enough food to go ahead and get Leica up to Ascended as well, because we got Tassie already to Ascended. Now we're working on Leica, adding stars to Iran, which another elite right there. Looking for Solus and looking for copy of Namora. Building Namora as well. Namora forms the shell with Tassie and Namora, them two together, which Angela we got a copy of. And then look at the amount of food we get from those faction scrolls. So double Ogi there, so we have enough food. We'll continue up our summons. 3 cards on the table, 115 scrolls left. And a couple more rare cards there. And this should be our elite pull, which it is. Hopefully Saurus or Solus. It is another copy of Namora. Back-to-back elites there. There he is, Saurus. That's who we're looking for. A couple more copies of Saurus would be ideal. And look at that, back-to-back-to-back elites, which is another copy of Lorzen. I think we're going to be able to build pretty much all the heroes that we're looking for, short of the Maulers. We didn't see many Maulers. But here we have Namora, we have Lorzen, and we do have Saurus up. So let me see how many copies of Namora we have, because I believe we do have quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Namora we have enough to take to Ascended 2. Just actually going to need food at this point. So Namora you can also buy from the shop too. And there we have, oh, we do have Leica down here. So we have Leica, so again, just need food. So Leica, got the 2 copies there, which is perfect. That is, I believe that's the one we built though, yeah. So just getting food up to take her to Mythic, Mythic Plus, which we do have enough food there, and we do need more copies. We need 1 more copy of Lorzen, and then Solus and Saurus. All right, so we got 65 more scrolls, 3 cards on the table. And look at that, back-to-back-to-back-to-back elites. Namora again. I'm thinking at this point, just because I believe that gives us enough copies of Namora. If I remember, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 copies of Namora. And I think we have Iran here, which priority on this account would be taking more stars on Iran. So I'm actually going to swap in Iran for Namora, just because we pulled a lot of copies of Namora. We have enough to get her to Ascended. Iran is a priority where the support classes are not because of his damage. So we got 5 more pulls here, and then we have 4 cards on the table. And look at that, back-to-back-to-back-to-back-to-back elites, which is a copy of Almus. I believe that is 5 in a row. Maybe we had one in between that wasn't, but another elite Copy of Iran. There we go. Always adding stars to Iran just because he is one of the most powerful heroes in the game. His CC is just absolutely unmatched with a 4-second freeze as well as a slow. One more pull here, which it is an elite card. Got another copy of Almas. So we even got a couple copies of Almas on here. So very, very good pulls here. We definitely want to get another copy of Saurus. Saurus is one that I definitely would love to pull a few more copies of. Didn't get many Maulers, didn't get many Graveborn, but let's go ahead and look at our Wilder cards. Again, fingers crossed, looking for Saurus at this point. We need at least one more copy, which another copy of Lorzen. I think one more copy of Lorzen and we can get him up to Ascended with food as well. A copy of Cirrus, 2 more chances to pull Saurus. Copy of Kaz, which very disappointed with Kaz. Most people who use her don't use her, essentially. And a copy of Namora, another Namora copy. All right, so we're going to go ahead and run through the Celestial IO really quick. We're going to go ahead and put in our blue scrolls, 402 keys at this point. Normal scrolls on 1 through 9. 10, we're going for red emblems or Saurus if you're unlucky. At this point, I'll go for Saurus because we only have 2 copies of him, and any copies that we get, Saurus is a priority to build. Like I've said before, red chests you can get a lot of other places, especially because you can buy them now from the Labyrinth store. So focusing on getting more copies of Saurus is really, really ideal, just because a lot of times you don't get to borrow him because not everyone has him built if you can't mercenary for him. But if you can build your own, you will always have him. And the amount of damage that he does for the Twisted Essence bosses is absolutely unmatched by any hero in the game right now. Not even Talene. He eclipsed Talene so long ago, especially if you stack the Warrior Elder Tree and the very last pull on that one with our auto. All right, so island floor number 4 at this point. So we'll go ahead and mix it up. Need to get a little bit better luck. Which here we're going through a lot. And again, the very last. And I know regardless of where you click, the RNG is all the same. But being on floor 5, we've went through a lot of keys at this point. I feel like the summons overall were really good. We didn't get a Mezoth, but we got Talene, we got the twins, got a lot of heroes that we were looking for, including Tassie and Leica. Got some copies of Iran, got enough to get Namora up to Ascended as well. So the Wilder team on this account is going to be absolutely phenomenal. I think it's just going to be the point of needing more food. The never-ending game of needing more heroes, needing more food. But that's the point, and that's the reason why we do play this game. All right, so island floor number 8. Still got 230 keys, so a little bit behind island 20 at this point. Hoping we get a couple floors. Usually we get a couple where we're pretty lucky in the first row or two, because we need to make up a little bit of ground with where we're going. Almost halfway through the keys, not at 10 yet. So I'm hoping this floor is going to be a little bit luckier. 4, a little bit over halfway. Want to try to get a copy of Talene or a copy of Khazard. But in this one, like I said, we're going to go with Saurus just for the fact we only pulled 2 copies of him. So I think it sending stuff to the mailbox. And that looks kind of bugged out. Let me come back in. All right. So we're only on island 11, 162. We need some good RNG luck here to get to floor 20. And again, we're going to keep getting that warning because we have so many things that are full here. I don't want to go through and just pop open all the bags right now. But make sure the second you get on, you check your mailbox and use some of the stuff that you've been accumulating in here. So we'll go back, go through the floor, 120 left, only on island 13. This is the 10th account that I've used 400 keys on. So again, it's kind of throwing off where the placement of the keys are. 100 keys left, island 13. 20 is going to be a stretch if we can get really, really lucky with some of the first islands here. So island number 15 at this point. Again, fingers crossed we need some early choices, which that one was a good one. 70 more keys. Island number 16. Gonna have to be really, really close here. Couple more here. Got a little bit further down there. 55 keys. We're on island number 17. Again, really early pulls would be ideal here, which we're going through a lot of keys. Almost to the bottom there. Now we have to choose them ourselves. Lucky on that one, floor 19. So we need 2 lucky floors. We need island 19 and island 20. 13 keys left. Really didn't have many on the very top. Did not pull it. Floor 19. Only account we did not get to 20 with our 400 keys. Very, very bad RNG, even though our summons were on point. A little disappointed that we only hit island 19. I know we do still have a little bit of time left to go ahead and pull a couple more keys. So hopefully we can finish up island number 20 at that point. But that will do it for the summons overall. We unlocked a ton of heroes. Got a couple copies of Cecilia that we were looking for. Got Anoki, we got Warwick, we got Titus copies. Got some copies of Leica to get her up. Copies of Demora, we got Tassie, we got Eron, which is awesome, as well as a lot of food. Graveborn, I really didn't see many. We got Pharrell and Nara was really it. Not really many Graveborns, but we did get Taylene. Got a double copy of the twins, and then of course we got 5 copies of Mezoth, which is very, very cool. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Like I said, if you're interested in the viewer summons, furryhippogaming@gmail.com, go ahead and drop me a line. I'll do some summons for you. Got pretty lucky. I know I'm saving the gems on here just because I want to continue pulling Mezoth. The next pull might be a copy of Mezoth, so hopefully we can get him built up on this account, because again, I've never seen him. So Migo Maniac, thank you very much for letting me do the summons. Big shout out. I love doing the summons, probably one of the best parts of the game. Fortunately, the event was a little bit short. I'm hoping we get some more keys here so you can finish out those last 2 islands, get a copy of Khazard or Taylene. So again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.